In this video, we're going to be doing a pulled Christmas ham. Now, the first thing we're going to do is set our barbecue up. Whatever barbecue you're using, just set it up for some indirect smoking. So we're going to take our cooking grate off. I'm going to take one of our charcoal baskets out, and then I'll just fill this one charcoal basket up with some briquettes, and then I'll position that just at the front of our barbecue here. And then I'm just going to bury a firelighter at one end of our charcoal basket, and then I'll light it up. And now we'll let that go for around 10 minutes until that firelighter is burnt out and that end of our briquettes has caught light. Now, while our briquettes are catching light, we're going to move on to preparing our ham. I'm going to be using an easy carve shoulder ham. So this ham is boneless from the shank down, and we are going to get started by removing this skin. Now, what you want to do is just find the seam just below the skin, and then get your finger under there, and you just want to work this skin off. And using a shoulder is going to give you much better pulled meat. There's more fat in a shoulder as opposed to a leg. We did use a leg in last year's Christmas pulled ham video, and that turned out really good. But if you are using a leg, make sure you reintroduce all of that wrap juice back into the pulled meat just to get more flavor and moisture in there. But all we want to do now is just work all of this skin completely off of this shoulder ham. If you've got any stubborn parts, don't hesitate to use your knife. And you want to try and remove the skin whilst leaving a nice coverage of fat on, like so. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to score our Christmas ham all over on that fat. You don't have to do this, but it will add a little bit of presentation, not that it's going to matter too much because we're pulling it anyway. And it's also going to help with some flavor penetration when we season the meat. And then the last thing we're going to do before this Christmas ham is ready to go on the barbecue is season it up. I'm just going to give it a light coat in yellow mustard to help our rub stick to the meat. And if you really don't like yellow mustard or you don't have any, feel free to use some olive oil. But once your ham is coated, it's time to start layering some flavors on. I'm going to go down with some honey soy slammer first. This is going to give us a nice sweet base. And then we're going to top it off with some steak shooter spicy, which will give us some nice savory and spicy notes. And it's going to give us a really nice color as well. And this is now ready to go once our barbecue's ready. And after about 10 minutes, our briquettes have caught light and they're burning nice and clean. So now we can shut our lid, and we want to make sure both of our vents are open. And now we want to bring our barbecue up to temperature and have that running anywhere between 120 to 150 Celsius or 250 to 300 Fahrenheit. And I'm only running the one charcoal basket in there because we're smoking this ham just for a few hours until it develops a really nice color, and then we'll wrap it and finish it off in the oven. So that charcoal basket should last at least 2 to 3 hours, which will give us enough time for this to develop a really nice color before we wrap it up. And while we're here, I also want to point out that this is a store-bought ready-made Christmas ham. So this was good to eat straight out of the packet. So it's already been smoked, but we're going to hit it with a little bit more smoke as well. But for now, we're going to wait a few minutes until our barbecue is up to temperature, and then we'll get this ham on. All right, and now we're up to temperature. We'll open our lid, and I'll get a drip tray down, and then I'm going to get a beautiful little chunk of nectarine straight on the fire. And then we're going to get our cooking grate back on, followed by our beautiful ham. And then we'll let that cook away for a few hours until it develops a really nice color and that rub is set on the meat. All right, and after a bit over 3 hours, this has developed a beautiful color. Our rub is set on there nicely. It's good timing because our briquettes are almost burnt out, and I reckon they would only have another half an hour left in them. So for now, we'll shut our lid while we get ready to wrap this up. All right, so I've just got our shoulder ham out, and if you just want to do a normal baked hot ham for Christmas Day, this is the perfect stage to be getting it out at. You could just finish this off with a glaze, slice it, and serve it straight away. But we're going to be taking it a little bit further to that pulled stage. So I'm just going to get it into a tray. And to that tray, we're going to add 2 cups of pineapple juice. You could also use apple juice, or if you want to keep some more savory notes, you could use something like chicken stock. And then we're going to add a few tablespoons of butter, a good 2 tablespoons worth of brown sugar. And then we'll drizzle over 2 tablespoons worth of honey. And then I've just got 1 green jalapeno. What I'm going to do is chop the top off, slice it in half. We'll scrape the seeds and the membrane out. Then I'm just going to place our 2 halves in the pineapple juice, and then that pineapple juice is going to absorb some of that jalapeno flavor. And now we're going to cover our tray in 2 layers of good quality foil, and this is going to go back into the oven at around 150 Celsius for a few hours until this is probing tender around the 96 degrees Celsius or 205 Fahrenheit internal mark. All right, and after 3 hours in the oven, so a little over 6 hours in total for this cook, I reckon this is ready, so let's have a good probe around. That is feeling nice and soft. Right around that 96 Celsius or 205 Fahrenheit. Main thing is here, you want to focus on probe tenderness. A few degrees and a little bit of time can make all the difference. And you want to make sure this is probing really soft all over, which it is. And now we're happy with the probe tenderness. We're just going to put that foil back on top, Close that over and we'll let that rest for a good half an hour to 45 minutes before we come back to pull it apart. So before we pull this ham shoulder apart, I just want to share a tip for when you're handling any large pieces of meat, moving them around in your barbecue or pulling something apart like we're about to. Get some gardening gloves. These are just cheapies from Bunnings. I like to put these underneath my disposable food safe gloves and I'll put these over the top, and now I'll be able to pull this ham shoulder apart without burning my hands. So now I'm just going to take our foil off and then I'm just going to remove our little jalapeno halves, and then we'll just drain that wrap juice into another tray for now. And feel free to have a taste of those wrap juices, adjust them to your liking, and then we can reintroduce those wrap juices back into the pulled meat after we've pulled this apart. You also want to work through it and remove any bones and cartilage. Seriously, have a look at that. Tender, juicy, full of flavour. Then you want to have a taste and you can add those wrap juices back in as much or as little as you like. And then once you're happy with it, it's good to serve. And then it's time for a taste. Now that is really good. You obviously get that strong ham flavour. You get some sweetness from the pineapple juice and a subtle hit from that jalapeno. I absolutely prefer the shoulder over a leg if you're doing it for pulled ham. If I was just serving a ham hot, I'd prefer a leg, but when you're doing pulled, definitely a shoulder. And you could absolutely do this ahead of time, vac seal it up, and then it's one less thing to worry about on Christmas Day, because you could just pull that out, reheat, and serve it. So there you have it. There's how to make a pulled Christmas ham. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below. But for now, that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.